Aye, we give you the facts. It's not what you think. Pappi Newsling, Young King, 1 yard, bless.
Good morning, Popeye. Grandma watch Popeyes every morning and every night.
Greetings, viewers and subscribers. So before we start today's journey, in the recent past, we have spoken about the main road from Savannah Lamar to Glasgow. Taxi drivers, they have withdrawn their services in the past and still nothing happened. Despite promises by the previous Member of Parliament, Mr. Wickham McNeil of the PNP, and now Mr. Morland Wilson of the JLP, nothing happened. So yesterday, some taxi drivers who ply the route, Savannah Lamar to Grangeville, they decided on taking things in their own hands. And no, they never blocked the road. No, they did not withdraw their services. They pulled up and they bought some materials and they patched out some of the potholes themselves. Let me take time out to big up the taxi drivers for doing this. Job well done. And I am waiting to see how much I know I go campaign in the upcoming local government election, because if you have to fix on a road, you think you need politicians? So continue watching these drivers fixing the road, and after that, we are going to continue on our journey. We are in the parish of Trelawney. Now, Benjamin Sinclair Johnson, Ben Johnson for short, he was also born in the parish of Trelawney. He's a former sprinter. He represented Canada in the 100 and 200 meters. On September 28, 1988, Ben Johnson, he won the Olympic 100 meter in a new world record time of 9.79 seconds. But on September 27th, 1988, Ben Johnson, he was stripped of his 100 meter Olympic gold medal, and he was no longer the world record holder. This is after he was tested positive for a banned substance. Now, here is my assignment for you. What is the name of the banned substance that Ben Johnson was tested positive for? If you know the answer, drop it in the comment section below. So today is September 12th, 2022. If you were around on September 12th, 1988, the day Hurricane Gilbert visited Jamaica, where were you and what were you doing at this time? Drop your comments in the comment section below. Now, in the news today, a Westmoreland man, he has been arrested and charged for chopping the line. His name is Shequan Somerville, but he is popularly known as Chapo. Yeah man, that's what he's called. Chapo. He's 23 years old and he's living at Cave District in the parish of Westmoreland. Now, we are learning that yesterday morning, some police officers, they were on patrol in a private motor vehicle in the Cave area of Westmoreland. It is said that they saw Chapo on the road talking on his phone. As the officers reached near to where Chapo was, they could hear everything that he was saying. Hear Chapo now? Yes, Mrs. Clinton, your package will be delivered tomorrow. All you have to do is pay the remainder of the shipping and handling fees. Oh, my son. Anyhow, we have a whole heap of news today, so I'm not going to waste time. We don't know. The officers, they stopped, and as they were coming out of the car, Chapo, he pushed the phone in his pocket. The officers identified themselves to him and told him to hand over the phone. The phone was checked, and we are told that it was found to contain names, telephone numbers, and addresses for several persons living overseas. And Chapo, he could not account for these names. So Chapo, he was arrested and charged by the police for being in possession of identity information. He will be going to the courts shortly to face his judgment. In this next incident, we are learning that a Westmoreland woman in her early 30s, she was arrested and charged by the police for wounding with intent. This resulted from an incident that took place on Sunday night, September 4th, 2022, about 7 o'clock. It took place at Up Street at Belmont in the Bluefields Police area in the parish of Westmoreland. So this is what we are learning. A man in his late 20s. He and this female, they both share a common law relationship. It is said that both of them, they had an argument. This argument, it escalated into a fight. It is said that during the fight, the man, he punched the female in her face. The female, she left because she now realized that the fist-to-fist thing with this man is not gonna work. So she went home and came back. But when she came back, she was armed with a knife. It is said that she used this knife and make one joke, stabbing this man in his left side. We are told that blood run like water. Last week, Sunday night at Up Street in Belmont, the man, he was rushed to the Savannah Lamar Hospital by residents where he was admitted in a serious condition. We are told that a report was subsequently made to the police, and yesterday, Sunday, September 11th, 2022, the female was picked up by the police. She was arrested and charged. We were unable to get her full name, but we are told that she is popularly known as Taje. Taje is said to be in her early 30s. So, Taje, she will be going to the courts shortly to face her judgment. Now, this next incident, it took place at Salmon Drive in Whitehall in Negril in the parish of Westmoreland. It took place yesterday afternoon. Sunday, September 11th, 2022, about some minutes after 4 o'clock. So hear this now. Two young men, they were involved in an argument. One of the men, he left telling the other one, P-hole, wait until me come back. So that man, he left. A few moments later, he returned on a motorcycle. It is said that on seeing the man, who he was in the argument with, he jumped off the bike and pulled a gun from his waistband. The other man, on seeing this, he ran off. The idiot with the gun, he started chasing that man. The young man who was being chased, his brother, he saw what was happening and he started chasing the hoodlum with the gun. The hoodlum stopped, turned around and fired one shot in the direction of the guy's brother who was running behind him. The brother, he received gunshot wounds to his left hand. The hoodlum, when he realized what he just did, him run like someone was chasing him. We are told that he even ran away, leaving the bike. The young man who was shot, he was transported to a nearby hospital where he was treated and admitted. The police were called and we are told that they seized the bike that the hoodlum ran leaving. Luckily, this man, he was not seriously injured. But in the next 3 stories, these persons were not so lucky. So in yesterday's video, we told you that you had received reports that a man, he was shot along the Jimmy Cliff Boulevard in Montego Bay, and we had promised to get the details and update the story. So here goes. This incident, it took place yesterday morning, Sunday, September 11th, 2022, about 4:30, early morning. It took place right at the entrance of the Old Fort Craft Market, right across from Aquasol Beach in Montego Bay in the parish of St. James. So, this is what we are learning. Now, if you stop at that spot in the night, you are likely to see jerk chicken vendors out selling chicken from their jerk pans. They usually come out about 6 o'clock in the afternoon and they stay there until about 6 in the mornings. That man on your screen, his name is Taje Jones. Taje, he is 28 years old and he's from Salt Spring Road in Montego Bay in the parish of St. James. Now, we are not sure exactly where Taje was coming from at that time of the morning, but wherever he was coming from, it seemed as if someone had trailed him. So Taje, he drove up in a black 2012 Toyota Voxy and he stopped to buy some jerk chicken from one of the jerk vendors. It is said that Taje, he ordered the chicken. Taje was still sitting in the vehicle and was waiting while the jerk chicken vendor was preparing it. We are told that a vehicle drove up behind Taje's vehicle. A hoodlum exited that vehicle, walked up to Taje's vehicle with a gun in his hand and sprayed Taje with bullets. The hoodlum, he then jumped back into his vehicle and he and his cronies, they made good their escape. Taje, he was rushed to the Cornwall Regional Hospital by some friends where he was admitted in a serious condition. But he didn't last long at the hospital. Taje, he died about some minutes after 7 o'clock whilst being treated yesterday morning. We are told that when the police processed this crime scene, 10 9mm spent shells were recovered from the scene. We are learning that there were several bullet holes in the front windscreen and the bonnet of the black Toyota Voxy that Taje was driving. The mayhem. Now, in this next incident, it took place yesterday morning, Sunday, September 11th, 2022, about some minutes after 9 o'clock. It took place at Anchovy in the parish of St. James. Now, this incident, it took place just a stone throw away from the Anchovy police station. So, we are learning that two men, they were at a shop right in the vicinity of a car wash along the Anchovy main road. These two men, one of them, his name is Trevor Evans, but he's popularly known as Cat. It is said that Cat, he's in his 30s. The other man, he's popularly known as Show, and he's in his 40s. Both of them, they are from the Anchovy area in the parish of St. James. Now, we are learning that both Cat and Show, they were at a shop along the Anchovy main road when a white Toyota Axio motor car drove up. We are told that a hoodlum, dressed in a blue jeans pants and a red shirt, he came out of the car with a gun in his hand. He walked up to the shop and opened gunfire at both Cat and Show. Show, he received gunshot wounds to the right side of his face and the left side of his forehead, and Cat, he received gunshot wounds to his upper body. The hoodlum, he then jumped back into the Toyota Axio motor car, which sped away towards Westmoreland direction. The nearby Anchovy police, they responded, but by all indication, it was too late for Cat. He apparently died on the spot. Show, he was rushed to a nearby hospital by family members where he was admitted in a serious condition. We are told that when this crime scene was processed, 7 9mm spent shells were recovered from the scene. The mayhem. So let me ask you something. Let me ask you something. Now, my viewers, my subscribers, you must admit that I have done a whole heap of work trying to build this YouTube channel. There has been lots of trials and errors. I have taken a lot of risks trying to get information, as also putting out certain information. Let me tell you something. Building and maintaining a YouTube channel is not easy. You, my loyal viewers and subscribers, when I ask you or remind you to hit on the thumbs up button, it helps the channel to grow. So, do I want my channel to grow? The answer is yes. So if it means I'm gonna be reminding you every single day to do what it takes to make my channel grow, I'm not gonna stop doing it. Who want to bex? Make them bex. Who want to say I come across as being aggressive? Be my guest. One thing I know is that this channel will be growing and continue to grow, because over here we give you the truth. So if you are over here and you have not yet subscribed, remember, hit on the subscribe button, as also hit on the notification bell, then click all, so that whenever we upload a new video, you will be the first to be notified. Now, in the final story for today, that man on your screen, his name is McIntyre. He was popularly known as Dubai or Pappi. Pappi, he was 31 years old and he lived at Cousins Cove in the parish of Anchovy. Now, this is what we are learning, and we are still trying to get some details. But we are learning that over a week ago, Pappi, he was attacked and shot. We are told that he had received a gunshot wound to one of his shoulders. Like I said, I am still trying to get some more details on that shooting, because for whatever reason, someone was out to get Pappi and they wanted him dead. So yesterday afternoon, Sunday, September 11th, 2022, about some minutes to 3 o'clock. Pappi, he was at his home. At the front of his home, there is a shop. And Pappi and his family, they operate that shop. Pappi, he was in the shop with another man. Now, that man, his name is Jeffrey Clarke, but he was popularly known as Natty. Natty is said to be about 41 years old, and he also lives in the same Cousins Cove area. So both Pappi and Natty, they were in the shop when a motorcycle rode up with 2 hoodlums on it. Boy, may I tell you. We are told that the hoodlums, they came off the bike and entered the shop, and they ordered something from Pappi. Now, we are not sure what these hoodlums ordered, but I am almost sure that they ordered cigarettes. It is said that Pappi, he served them, and one of them gave Pappi a $5,000 note. It is said that Pappi, he did not have the change in the shop to give back the guy, so he went into his house, got the change, and returned to the shop. By this time, the hoodlums were ready to carry out their deadly mission. As Pappi re-entered the shop, the 2 hoodlums, they brandished guns and opened a barrage of gunshots at Pappi and Natty. The 2 hoodlums, they then ran out of the shop and made good their escape on the said motorcycle. Pappi, he received gunshot wounds to his head and his upper body, while Natty, he received gunshot wounds to the right side of his chest. Both of them, they were rushed to the Noel Holmes Hospital, where Pappi, he was pronounced DEAD on arrival, and Natty, he died a few minutes later whilst being treated. We are told that when this crime scene was processed, a number of 9mm pen shells were recovered from the scene. The mayhem continues. Blessed love, everybody.
Tell a friend for tell a friend for tell a friend about Pappi Newslink and PNL Blog TV. Like, subscribe and share. Quicksilver sing, if we just unite, what a country this will be. If we just unite, Jamaica live in unity. If we just unite, what a country this will be. If we just unite, Jamaica live in unity. Hey, crime it a mash up Jamaica. Criminals them a mash up Jamaica. Jamaicans mash up Jamaica. Oh Jamaica, me sweet Jamaica. Crime it a mash up Jamaica. Criminals them a mash up Jamaica. Jamaicans mash up Jamaica. Oh Jamaica, me sweet Jamaica. I coulda sunshine or rain. Jamaica, no problem, no pain. Rude boy them knock out can't tame, but me want me country back. Give me country back. To the street and the lane. Everybody them start complain. Bloodshed, what a shame, but me want me country back. Give me country back. Crime it a mash up Jamaica. Criminals them a mash up Jamaica. Jamaicans mash up Jamaica. Oh Jamaica, me sweet Jamaica. Crime it a mash up Jamaica. Criminals them a mash up Jamaica. Jamaicans mash up Jamaica. Oh Jamaica, me sweet Jamaica. Jamaica, the land of the sun. Jamaica become now the land of the gun. East and north and south when me turn. Country and town, man a pay blood a run. Murder, don't you baby me hear them a murder. Cut it out, tell them no gonna further. Man a dead like cancer and bird, yeah. Who no listen them a word, yeah. Crime it a mash up Jamaica. Criminals them a mash up Jamaica.